Okay, how's everybody doing today? Fantastic. Glad to hear it. Of course, I can't hear you, but I'm going ahead and make the assumption that you are rip roaring ready to go. Now, look, I'm not going to take a whole lot of your time today. Um, what I've got to share with you, I believe, is vitally important to your real estate business. Vitally important. So I'm going to encourage everyone to, chill out a little bit, relax, grab a notepad, grab a pen, because what we're going to be talking about is something you're going to want to incorporate into your business immediately if you haven't done so yet. Okay. When I say vitally important, it is that's an understatement. That's an absolute understatement here. This was one of the first things that I learned from Craig Proctor back in 1994, 1995. That was an absolute game changer for me. So I'm going to get in it here. It's going to make everything better, and primarily has to do a little bit with some of the pushback that many real estate agents get and have given to them from, about the guaranteed sell and trade up program. Okay, so before we go there, let me take you to my desktop. Okay, so here is my handy dandy computer. This is my desktop. You can see I've got a lot of files. Okay, here's my little scroll bar over here. You can all these folders. This is really cool, huh? Oh, you know what? I'm going to take you somewhere. I want to show you this. This is the common drive. So this is like the network drive of my team here. Me and Andre, and Dana, and Beth, and Jamie, and everybody that helps me. So, but I want you to look right here. Platinum members information. You guys see that? So I'm going to double click that, and look at here. These are files on all of our platinum members. Okay, even some that have come through the program, gone on, done something else. Look at that. That's a lot. You see that? Now, what's really cool about this, what's really good about this is that hopefully your file, I've got stuff in it. Like, you would hate for me to click on one of these files here and it not have marketing materials in it. Like, I would really hate to embarrass someone right now by doing that, clicking on one of these files and it'd be empty. And so I'm going to encourage you to keep your marketing materials coming. And those of you who push back and don't send them to me, let's don't do that. Get me your stuff. I'm going to show you guys how to do really well. All right. So I wanted to kind of let you know that that's what I do. You send me your marketing stuff. I put it in a file. Okay, but let's go back to something that I wanted to share with you right fast. Okay, here we are back in R&B. And right here is a folder called Anaheim, June 2013. You see that? Like that, June, Anaheim, June 2013. Oh, incidentally, before I show you that, check this out. Orlando, October 2013. Like, I'm already putting stuff in the folder for, coming up in the fall. All right, but anyway, Anaheim, June 2013. This is the materials for the upcoming Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Conference. Okay, this is the agenda. You can see that, and then I've labeled everything based on the sessions. I want you to look at the materials. I just want you to take a look. Session number 7, just look at the materials for that. Session number 11, look at that. These are all materials that represent each session. Plus the guest speakers, member guest speakers that I have sharing and helping you at the Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Conference as well. They've got their own stuff. But I just want to scroll down through here and want you to look. These are all materials, actual marketing materials and systems that when you get them, if you'll just copy them, you'll get the listings that you're wanting. So the big thing that I want to get out of this conference is how you can get more listings in a low inventory marketplace. Okay, the market that you're experiencing right now, many of you, not all, but many of you, it's unlike anything you've seen before. It's a little tougher to get listings. Okay, there's just not a huge seller demand, put a home on the market and move. Okay, so what do? Well, we talk about it here all the time. Some of what I'm going to share with you today, vitally important to being able to get more listings. Okay, I think foundationally important. So, but before we get there, I'm going to double click on the conference agenda. Blow that, throw that Word document up here. And you can see, here it is, day 1, June 6th, okay? All of these grade sessions, okay? Day 2, Friday, all right? And then into day 3 for about a half a day on the Saturday, June 8th. So if you haven't registered yet, I want you to get to the coaching site and click on the Schedule tab, okay, and register. There's really no reason other than, you know, some personal sacrifice that you can't make. I was talking to a Platinum member yesterday. He said, I'm just really busy. I'm just trying to get to all this stuff. I've got some closings. I've got some people that are coming into town to work with and show homes to. And you know what? And I maintain, look, the Platinum, we put these conferences together 4 times a year, in effect. That's 2.5 days. It's not even 12 days a year that you're working on your business, that you're forced to work on your business. Now, one of the things that this member sent me an email about. Oh, let me back up. This particular Platinum member, great guy, was having some problems, or is having problems, getting to the Rainmaker activities. He's really busy working in the business, so he's on the edge of trying to grow this thing, you know, up to 100 transactions. You know what? He's stuck around 60, and we know many of us have been there. Okay, many of us are still there. But how's he going to go 100, 200, 300 transactions? Well, look, it requires more effort, more time, more energy, more focus on the rainmaking activities, right? Which means you've got to delegate things. One of the things that he had on his list is that he was spending just too much time just with the listing paperwork. Okay, getting the listings in and just all the paperwork that goes with the listings. And I was telling him on the telephone, look, you need to get to the conference. When you miss a conference, dude, you miss a lot. A lot of the answers to the questions that you have on how you can move from where you are now to the next level. That's why you come to the conferences. You will learn things that you and I talking on the telephone, we just, in our hour-long conversation, I want you to think about that. It's 2.5 days, hours each day spent with multiples of high-end real estate agents and achievers. So an hour on the phone with me is really good. The conference are hours and hours and hours spent with me, hours and hours and hours spent with other high achievers. So to think that you're going to stay back at your real estate office and work and take your business to the next level, huge mistake. It's just not, I'm just telling you. Part of your quantum leap in your real estate business requires you to be around people that you want to aspire to be like for as many days and hours as you possibly can. All right, so back on the email that he sent me, it was a direct result of me requesting that when I was on the phone with him, saying, okay, send me the email of the things that you're doing right now that you believe you can delegate. And on that same email, make a list of the things that you're doing right now that you're uncomfortable delegating. So it was a good exercise. So I get the email and I see on his list is this issue and problem with the paperwork and listing paperwork, filling out listings takes too long. Well, one of the sessions coming up at the conference that he's going to miss because he's made a decision not to come is with Nathan Clark. Now I'm going to bring Nathan up here. I've got it on here somewhere. Let me find it. Friday. Yeah, here it is right here. Okay, I'll just highlight it and black it. Now, when you write your information line scripts, the remarks for your listings, okay, all of those things can be actually automated. I don't know if you remember, but I actually created a list that when the agent was filling out their paperwork, they would select the words to describe the property from a drop-down menu word list. Okay, all the agent had to decide was whether it was a move-up house, okay, luxury home, or a first-time home buyer house. And there were word banks to describe the property inside and outside and everything else. And all the agent had to do was select from the word list. So it was impossible for the agent to screw up getting the remarks right and the information line script right, because it was all done from this drop-down list. Well, Nathan did a great job of creating his own system to speed the process of listing paperwork with these drop-down lists and menus for his agents, his team, to select from. Okay? And I remember I sold my real estate company, and that whole system, when I left, I forgot to get it. I didn't copy it from the computers like I did everything else because it was in a different place, and I was pissed. So because I wasn't able to bring that with me so I could give it to you. Well, Nathan, he recreated it. We talked about it. He recreated the thing. It's really good. He's going to share that with you at the conference. So if you're not there, you're going to miss out on it. You're not going to get it. So that means you'll continue to have paperwork shuffle and problems. Going to take everybody too long. So everyone who's not there, okay, I'm just telling you, it's not going to change for you. You're still going to have the paperwork, and it take longer than Nathan's taking to get listings done and preparing and having flawless information line scripts and remarks written and the ads for the listings that go on the flyers and everywhere else in the real estate book. It's all done from this drop-down menu selection system automatically. So everybody who's not going to be there, you're not going to see that. All right, so I just want to let you know that that's one reason out of 2.5 days I could go on, but I'm not going to do it. That's not the purpose of today's call, but in the way it is I want you guys at the conferences, so I push and I push and I prod and I beg and I plead for you to get there because it's a game changer in your business all the way around. All right? Okay, so I'm going to go to the coaching site here, and I want to share something with you. This is from the resource tab, call decks. This is call number 2, selecting your target market and your USP. Now, one of the problems that our members have, okay, is this whole trade-up program, guaranteed sell program. In terms of implementing it, at some point, their brain gets hung up on it, or their broker or some regulating body says, you can't do it, or we don't like it, or we don't trust you on it. Or you're uncomfortable implementing it because you don't feel like you have the resources to do it. Or you are rolling with it. Your home sold, or I'll buy it. But it's maybe in today's marketplace not working for you, maybe like it did in 05, 06, and 07. So what I just described there really encompasses everyone. So I'm going to share with you what you must do to make your guaranteed sale trade-up program better, and also what you must do even if you're not using the guaranteed sale trade-up program. If you can't use it or don't want to, you must still use statistical USPs. So if I could wish anything on all of you today, it's that when you leave this webinar, that you'll register for the conference. If you haven't done so yet, get there, and make sure that all of your seller marketing is built on and has incorporated into it statistical USPs. Okay, so what's a statistical USP? All right, well, right here. Shows prospects specific proof using objective, independent statistics, okay, that your system will sell their home faster and for more money. Example, your home will sell for an average $3,000 more. Okay, that's great. You sell homes for more money, you sell homes in less time, and your home is just much more likely to sell. So that's good information. So if you're at a party and you don't want to tell people that you will buy their home if it doesn't sell, okay, at the very least they're going to say, what is it you do for a living? Why should I list my home with you over and above anybody else or any other option, or whatever the other questions are? You sell homes for more money. You sell real estate for more money than the average agent. On average, 2.2% more, $4,800 more. You sell it in 1/3 less time. So, the average days on the market for a real estate agent is 83. Our listings sell on average in 40. half the time. Okay, and the homes are just much more likely to sell. So these are vital statistics that everybody must have, but you can't just say the words and you can't just put them in print. You've got to back it up with graphs and charts, third-party looking information. And we're going to look at all the various examples here. Okay? But I wanted to make sure everybody knew what a statistical USP is. So if you're going to build your real estate business to get listings, this is a foundation building block that's paramount to your success, whether you're using the guaranteed sell trade-up program or not. So yes, you can use statistical USPs as your performance guarantee. We've got a couple of platinum members that are at real estate companies, and I think right now there's a couple that I can think of off the top of my head out of the almost 200 members that we have. And their broker, just says you can't tell people you'll buy their home if it doesn't sell. We're not going to allow it. And so they're asking, what do I do? If I can't use the guaranteed sell trade-up program and I can't use performance guarantees at all, then we're dead. And I'm like, no, you're not, because you should have already been doing this. And that is offering statistical USPs. Your listings sell for more money and in less time, and they're much more likely to sell. And what are those numbers? And back them up with graphs and charts. Okay? So I wanted everybody to understand what statistical USPs are. Okay, now let's go check out the use of some statistical USPs here, various ways that we can use it. All right, now first of all, wherever you advertise, all right, let me find them here. Here we go. Wherever you market and advertise, whether it's in print, whether it's in direct mail, whether it's on your email, wherever, your statistical USP should be there. So if you want your guaranteed sell trade-up program message to be more impactful, then you've got to back it up with proof of results. Okay? So here are a few ads from Craig, okay, from the archives here that do that. This is a USP ad. Let me see if I can go to the top here. It looks like a Sunday tour of homes ad. Hey, you just had it, not too long ago, January 25th, it's just a few months ago. It's funny how just a few months ago, Craig looks so much younger. And he sure has aged in a few months. All right, okay, being funny. And all right, so Craig Proctor, #1 agent, RE/MAX agent worldwide. All right, but that's great for Craig. Being #1 in the world, that's good for you, Craig. But how does that benefit me, the homeowner? What's that mean to me? Well, here it is. He's #1 because he sells more homes for more money and more often. And you can see he's got the graphs and the charts to back these up right here. That is a great snapshot right there if you want to know where I'm getting this from. Where the heck am I getting this from? Oh, statistics. Oh, let me go back. Let me tell you where this is. Call number 18, using statistics. So if you go to resources and you go to call decks, it's call number 18, using statistics, and it's attachments, download. Okay? So let's go back. Let's take a look at it. Now that's a pretty easy snapshot to put in any of your direct mail, to put in your USP ads, even to use as an image or screenshot in outgoing emails on your business card. Okay, let's take a look at a few more. You can see, here we go. Sells more homes. I get you more money. And your home is just much more likely to sell. Okay, and you can see he compares Craig to the average agent. I hope you could see that on your machine there. Let's see if I can blow that up there a little bit. I guess I could. I don't know why I've got it so small looking for you. All right, it's going to be a little blurry because it's a scan. All right, over $3,000 more with Craig. So let's look at a few other examples. you could sell for thousands more. I like this. The least expensive way to sell your home for the most amount of money. I remember running that same ad for years, and I used it as a direct mail piece in with my expired FSBO direct mail. I had these graphs, these charts in there. Many of you guys have seen those. And some of you have done a good job of replicating that. Okay, but Craig gets right here. My homes average $3,000 more. Your home will receive more exposure. I'm working 300 qualified buyers. That's huge. Okay, but the graphs and the charts make that message better. And you can see, does Craig say right here anywhere that I'm going to buy your home if it doesn't sell? He's leading this ad with statistical USP on, I get you more money than the other agents in town. You listen with me, you make more. So are you known as the guy or the gal that gets people more money? So first thing is you got to start saying it. And the second thing is you have to let other people say it for you, like third party endorsement, testimonials, graphs, and charts, statistics. Okay, let's look at a few other examples. Throw this up in the middle of the page here. Craig Proctor outsells all area agents and gets higher pricing for your home. Now, this ad could easily be redone for speed. Craig Proctor outsells all area agents and sells homes faster. Okay? And get your home sold faster. So it could easily be done. So you just change the graphs and the charts to represent speed. You could also do it for just the likelihood of it selling. Now, in today's marketplace, if you're watching this webinar in the future, okay, if you're sometime in the future, a few years from now, when it's being recorded, and you're watching this as a recording, and then listings aren't selling, like it's taken forever for something to get sold. Okay, and that day's going to come. Well, then getting it sold, the likelihood of getting it sold may be a big deal. Okay? Today's marketplace, it's more like how much money can I get? The seller's perception is it's definitely going to sell. Okay? So it's another great stat. Higher price for your home. Craig's listing in new market in Aurora sold for 97.09% of the seller's asking price. Okay? Toronto board average. Craig's listings. Okay, and right here, in fact, the Craig Proctor home selling team negotiated $269,464.91 more for their new market and Aurora home sellers. So it was good in 1997, and it's damn good in 2013. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, this is a screenshot from a MarketWatch newsletter a while back. A MarketWatch, is that what it is? A Mastermind, excuse me. Craig Proctor's Mastermind. How to use statistics to set yourself apart from your competition. Real estate board average, Craig's days on market average. Okay? Or you could compare success ratio. Real estate board average, Craig average. The likelihood of it selling. All right? So I want to show you guys some really good examples there. Let's see what else we got. Now, the question you're probably going to ask, and we'll look at some other examples and how we can use these statistical USPs here in a moment. Some of the questions you're going to be asking me, and is like, well, Todd, how in the world do I find out my numbers? Okay, well, it was pretty simple. Like, I just did a sampling. So I took all the homes I sold in the last 6 months, and I ran my numbers. Days on market, sales price to list price ratio, okay, homes that expired versus all the ones that I sold. Okay, so I had days on market, sales price to list price ratio, and likelihood of it selling. So I had my numbers over a 6-month time frame, a sampling. Okay, and I disclosed that in the information. Let's see if I can find a disclosure somewhere. Hang on 1 second. Let's see if we can find one. All right, so down here in the fine print that you can't read is a disclosure. Okay? Compiled from blah, 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 blah. Listing sold in 1997. So there's Craig's disclosure. So I would disclose that. Okay? 6 months sampling from this time to this time, blah. And then I would go to our MLS because our multiple listing service published those numbers. The board's average sales price to list price ratio. The board's average days on market. The board's average success rates. So it was easy for me to get. I didn't need to hire someone to get that information. These graphs and charts down here that you're looking at, they come from Leon D'Ancona in his program. Okay, and all of you should have his contact information if you need help getting that information from your marketplace. Right? I think he's got a program for like $19 a month that will allow you to just access the stats on demand. All right. So anyway, that's what those graphs and charts are. Let's see if there's something else here I wanted to point out to you before I moved on with some other marketing material. Nope. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at some other examples of how we want to use our statistical USPs. Now that we have a really good idea where we should get them, all that kind of good stuff. All right. So let's go to the listing presentation. All right, here's a graph from our listing presentation. All right. How likely is it that your home will sell by the agent you choose to list it with? Okay. Well, most people assume that when they list their home, it'll sell. But according to the Atlanta Real Estate Board's average over the past year, only 38.2% of the properties that listed with an agent sold within the term of their listing contract. But during this same period, we sold virtually every 9 out of 10 of our listings during the listing term. So your home's it's almost 3 times more likely to sell when you list with me over and above the other agents in town. All right, so that's a very powerful graph. How likely is it that your home will sell by the agent you choose to sell it? Okay, now, all you need is your numbers to be better. It can be slightly better, it can be a little bit better, it can be a lot better, like this one. But it doesn't need to be a lot better. It just needs to be superior. Your home is more likely to sell, and it is. Everybody on this webinar today, in this program, all of you, no question, your listings are more likely to sell than the real estate board's average. Okay? So I would find it hard to believe there's an exception to that in this program. So you just need to find out what those numbers are. So this is an example of it in the listing presentation that all of you have as a Platinum member. Okay, so let's look at a couple of others. Let me scroll down here. Okay, I want to address this real fast. This is a statistic, okay, superior stats, statistical USP. A lot of you will boast and brag about the number of homes that you sell. We sell more homes than any other real estate agent. We're number one. Okay, well, that's really good for you, but how does that benefit me, the homeowner? So never tell people that you're number one and you sell more homes than the average area agent, and you outsell them 10 to 1 or whatever your boasts are. Never do that without clearly identifying the benefits that your seller gets as a direct result of doing business with you. Okay, because we sell more homes than the average area agent, we can simply do more to get your home sold. That's the benefit. That's really good, Todd, that you sell a bunch of houses. How does that benefit me, though? So you don't make assumptions or conclude that the average homeowner who sells a home every 7.5 years can see through that. A lot of people will look at it and say, well, they don't need my business. I'm going to go with another agent who's more hungry. You ever heard that one before? Hell, I have. And this is why. We didn't clearly articulate the benefit to them. Bragging about, we're number one and we kick everybody's butt and we sell houses, 9 ways to Sunday, run circles around every other agent in town. Okay? But the benefit for you, Mr. Homeowner, is just we can do more for you. For example, I can buy somebody's house so they can buy yours. We can spend more money to generate more buyers. We can do the things that other agents just can't do based on the resources that we have. And obviously, we got a lot more buyers calling us. When you sell a lot more houses, you got more buyers calling. And you want to go with the agent who has the buyers. All right, so lots of benefits on that graph and chart, that statistic. All right, so let's look at a few others. The 4 big reasons to ask me to sell your home. Number 1, we get you more money. Okay, so let's be real clear. We get you more money. Our listings sell on average for 2.4% more money. Okay, so your house, Mr. Seller, is $200,000. Okay, so that's $5,000 that we're going to get you. On average, more than the other agents will. Okay, so you want the graphs, you want the charts, you want the real numbers, you want a third-party endorsement on that. Okay, so I can easily take this information, this slide for the most part, and I can put it on any ad that I want to put it on. I showed you Craig's ads in the real estate magazines, the USP ads. So this is a crucial statistic right here for everyone. So make your notes. You get more money. Okay, so let's, before I move on, let's just go back. Let me see if I can. Let me show you one of these ads right here. Some of you are running some, or want to run some performance guarantee ads, okay, in the real estate magazine, but you don't want to say at the top, your home sold or I'll buy it. Okay, so this is what goes at the top. Okay, Greg's got it at the bottom here, but you can put it at the top. Just replace Craig with your name. And it can be speed, and it can be more money, or it can be likelihood to sell, and it can be all 3. So you got some great examples there. Do you remember where this was? Okay, so I'm going to tell you again where this material was. Okay, on the coaching site, under resources, call decks, call number 18, using statistics, and it's attachments. It says samples of stat graphs. That's where they are. That's where these examples are. Okay. Let's go back to the listing presentation again. If you don't know where the platinum listing presentation is, I guess I need to show you that as well, eh? Okay, so I'm going to go to library. I'm going to go to file library. And when I get into the file library, I'm going to come down here under category is Platinum Listing Sales Systems. See it right there? Platinum Listing Sales Systems. Okay, when I click on that link out here to the right, Platinum Ultimate Seller Benefits Presentation. I guess I could just say Platinum Listing Presentation. It's ID 848. So you can download that bad boy, and that's what you're getting right here is this PowerPoint. Okay, and you can modify it as you need to. All right. So let's take a look at another graph and chart. Your home will sell faster. The 4 big reasons to ask me to sell your home, well, your home will sell fast. We'll get your home sold fast. It's not an empty promise to braggadocio. It's a fact in hot markets, slow markets, every part of town. We sell homes faster, and our speed is well known. Our average days on the market, 51 days compared to the other agents in town at 120, or whatever your statistics are. These aren't my numbers. These come right out of the MLS system, okay, which keeps up with this information for real estate agents. Let me throw that up there so I make it a little bigger. You can see it. I don't like them shadow lines in there. I don't know if you guys can see that on this listing presentation. I think that the font has somehow become distorted or didn't recognize the font it was originally worked up in this PowerPoint file, but I don't like that shadow at all. It looks okay at the top, but down here in this gray, I don't like that at all. But anyway, just an observation, a little off topic. Okay, let's look at another. Let me find it. Okay, so what we did is we took those statistical USPs and we put them and we used them in these $6 satisfaction guarantees. Okay, let me back up here and tell you. Where's it at? Safe. Okay, the fourth big reason to list and sell your home with us is just a safe bet. Your home's just much more likely to sell and sell for more money and sell in less time. Statistical proof bears this out. Okay, and if I still need some more information, I've got my $6 satisfaction guarantee. Remember, Mr. Seller, when I said it was a safe bet? That's right, we put everything in writing for you. We call our $6 satisfaction guarantees. Communication guarantee, honest promises guarantee, okay, reality-based selling price range guarantee. So this is where that graph comes into play. Okay, your home sells for more money. We can guarantee that you're going to get your money, or we'll pay you the difference. Okay, so just hear what I said? We will get you your price, or we'll pay you the difference. That's a pretty bold statement, right? But when I back that up with a chart that shows that we sell homes for more money than the average area agent, it makes it more believable. So the big thing that we're getting into today with these statistical USPs is that will make all of your performance guarantees more believable, and it forms the foundation for getting any listings. Sellers will list with you if you've got the buyers, number one. They will do business with you, pay you more money, okay, and allow you to and trust you on price selection if they believe in their heart that you can actually get them the most amount of money and in their time frame. So statistical proof is essential for bearing that out. Reality-based reality-based timetable guarantee. We sell your home faster. So there are a few ways that we're using the statistics in the listing presentation. All right. So anyway, I wanted you to get a really good look at statistical USPs, why you should be using them, where you should be using them, how you should be using them. Okay, so some of you are sending out direct mail, like to expireds and for sale by owners. Let's go back to the coaching site here. I'll come into library, file library. I'll go to Platinum Lead Generation. Okay, when I get into the Platinum Lead Generation category, okay, there's all the materials down there. So I can scroll down here a little ways, and I've got this Platinum Expired FSBO flyers and sales letters and postcards. So if I'm using direct mail here, targeting people that I know that are considering making a move, you're absolutely 100% correct that I'm going to have a page in there with those graphs and charts that you saw. Okay? Like Craig was using. We sell your home for more money and in less time. Okay, here it is right here. We sell your home for more money and in less time. And I'm going to use the graphs, charts. He's got a pie chart here, bar graph here. That's going to be on a page in that direct mail program. Okay? So that's important. Okay, some of you are using the, scroll down here under categories. So I'm going to go back under categories here, and I'm going to, where's that? Newspaper article pool. So I'll go to the Platinum, the newspaper. Some of you are using the newspaper marketing, and I recommend that everyone get into it. It's a tremendous lead generator for sellers. There has been a couple of Platinum members that have used the newspaper. It hasn't been that effective for them. But there's been dozens and dozens of you that are using it and are killing it. And I'm talking 30 to 60 seller leads a month is what the average that I'm seeing. That's incredible. Okay, but if you're looking at the newspaper, right, so if I look at the newspaper template here, and I'm scared if I click the download button, it's going to take too long for it to download, but I'll do it anyway. The newspaper is one thing. It's a real estate newspaper about news, real estate news affecting the homeowner in that area. Okay, that's what this does. This is an East Cobb real estate newspaper. It's the agent's real estate newspaper, but he decided to make it more about the community real estate news instead of having their big picture on the front, and we talk about all that. Oh, incidentally, coming up at the conference, I've got Discover Publications coming. We're going to be going through both branded and stealth brand newspaper marketing. We're going to be looking at them. We'll show you the templates. I'm going to show you a lot of things you can do better to make your newspaper more optimally effective. But all you're doing as a real estate agent is you're just taking out ad space, okay? Like there's 2 editorial ads on the front page. But you can take out branded ads in this thing too. Okay, so let me scroll down and find a branded ad here that we can use. Ira may actually only have one on the back page. So I'm going to go to the back page. All right, I recommend that you use, okay, here's the back page right here. Let me make this thing a little smaller. Okay, so this is a good USP ad. I don't have any problems with this ad at all. But if it were me, I would have some statistical USPs because he's got a pretty bold statement here. Move up to any one of our listings and we'll buy your home for cash. That's great. Back it up with some graphs and charts, okay? And you can take ads out throughout this newspaper that do that. All the other ads that Ira have are unbranded for the most part, and that's fine. You get some good leads from that. But you can take out branded ads in here, okay, in several places. Use those statistical USPs in your newspaper marketing, okay? So anyway, that should give you some really good ideas of where you should be using statistical USPs, how you should be using them. Focus on, we sell your home for more money, we sell your home in less time, your home is much more likely to sell. Those are the 3 big USPs that I'd like you guys to really focus on and use. I'll show you one more. The other one that statistical USP would be in terms of satisfaction. Okay, so we take some stats like the reasons people don't go back to do business with the same real estate agent again. Okay, 72% of homeowners say, no way am I going back to that agent again. It was a disaster for whatever reason, poor communication mainly. Okay, so your survey shows that almost 9 out of 10 of your clients would come back and do business with you. Okay, so that's a statistic based on a survey that's been done. All right, very powerful. So you could throw this into the mix as well. Now this is a flyer from the Dan Kennedy material. So matter of fact, if you want to know where that is, we'll go back to the coaching site, go to library, file library. If you haven't figured it out yet, the platinum materials for the most part, materials, not the videos, but the materials are under these, are in the library, file library. You can see it's categories. There's all the categories. I've broke your business down by category. Okay. The second link down says Dan Kennedy material. We have to pay Dan Kennedy on a monthly basis. That's the way he gets paid, as long as we use this material or license it to you to use. Okay, so that flyer was warning and shocking fact. Okay, so warning and shocking fact, ID 565 right here. I can download that flyer. It's a Word document and change it. And put that right in with my direct mail to expireds and for sale by owners or in ads or in the newspaper or wherever I'm marketing and advertising. Okay, to get sellers on the back of my business card. Long list. So anyway, some good stuff there, huh? Yeah, I know. There's some great unique selling propositions, statistical USPs. Should be part of every agent's repertoire in your marketing efforts to get listings. So hopefully I've done a pretty good job of laying that out there for you, making you feel comfortable about pursuing them and using it. And I shouldn't see anybody's marketing materials that doesn't have it included. Just shouldn't see it. If it's not there, that means your marketing stuff could be better. Okay? In today's market, in today's real estate marketplace, you just got, it's a little more competitive. Shortage of inventory, oversupply of agents. Sellers are a little bit uncertain about what the marketplace is going to bear out for them, right? That just means that you've got to be a better marketer. You can't take things for granted anymore. I was looking at a radio commercial from one of our Platinum members a couple of days ago, and the radio commercial had statistical information in there. Their listings sell for more money. On average, so-and-so will get you at least $5,000 more when you sell your home. That's a statistical fact. It was in the radio commercial. Very good, very well done. Being endorsed by the radio personality, reading the commercial. All right, so I want you to look at where you are marketing for sellers now. Whatever you're doing to try to get sellers, go back and look at it and see if your statistical USPs are there to make your current performance guarantees better or to actually be your unique selling proposition. Why shall I list my home with you, Todd? Because we get you more money and in less time, and your home is just much more likely to sell. All statistical fact based on area stats compared to the average area agent. And to be specific with that information. Great. I really appreciate you guys tuning in today and paying attention. I told you I wasn't going to keep you long. Just wanted to get this on record, show you some materials and systems so that you can take advantage of it. All right, so I'm going to go back to the coaching site here one last time, show you what you need to do. If you haven't done this yet, you can click this button, register now. And when you register, you're going to be a Platinum member. I can also register in a Schedule tab. Click on Live Meetings. So when I click Register Now, this is what I'm going to see. And since I'm in the program as a Platinum member, it's going to automatically sign me right up as, for the Platinum Conference. That's how the system works. Okay? Bring your key man. But you have to register, otherwise there will not be materials on hand for you when you show up. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this thing up and let you guys get back to selling homes. If you got any follow-up questions, then you want to zip me an email at tw@toddwalters.com. tw@toddwalters.com. Zip me an email, and I look forward to talking to you. I got a nice stack here of marketing materials that I'm getting in the mail. Some of you guys are getting better and better and better with your stuff. Great job. You got to keep it up. You're going to have to reach people in multiple places. No one thing is probably going to kill it for you. You're going to have to do a few things in a few different places here because of this spread of information. Right? Prospects some of them go to their mailbox for information. Some of them go to the internet for information. Some of them go to newspaper for information. There's just there's so much variety now that we've got to be in more places. Might cost you more money in marketing, but that's okay. The return on the investment is good and worthy and noble. So anyway, that's going to wrap up our program, and I appreciate you guys paying attention. Let's go sell some houses. Oh, and make sure you're out there, you're selling big, okay? All right, thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, and we'll see you in just a few weeks here at the upcoming Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Conference. Let me throw that up on the screen. There it is right there. The Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Conference. All right, guys. Let's go sell some houses. We'll talk to you soon now. Take care. Bye-bye.